Hey, what up, folks? How's it going? This is Obit here, and welcome to DevOps Challenge Hub. So let's start with today's interview question. And today's interview question is, what is the difference between EBS and Instant Store? And when will you use Instant Store? So let's go to the AWS console. And in AWS console, we can go to EC2 instance and we can click on Launch Instance. And here we give the name of the instance, select the AMI and instance type. So based on the instance type, uh, down below here, instance type. So based on the instance type, you may get instance store or you may not get instance store. Default, you will be getting EBS. Okay. So here we have networking type. Yeah. So here we have a root volume, which is EBS type. Root volume we have, then EBS volume is also there. And then there will be like instance volume, instance store volume. Selected AMI contains more instance store volume. So it may be there, may not be there instance store. It all depends on your instance type. But EBS will be there by default. So what is Amazon EBS? So Amazon EBS is elastic block store. It's a durable, high performance block storage. So it's a block storage, durable, EC2 instance. It behaves like a virtual hard drive that persists independently of instance. So it's a virtual hard drive. It's not directly connected. It's on network actually. And what is the default storage option for EC2? Default storage on EC2 is Amazon EBS Elastic Block Storage. So when you launch EC2 instance, a root volume, EBS volume is attached to it. Root EBS volume is attached to it. You can also attach additional EBS volume. Like here I have shown you that we can add additional volume. This is a root volume by default, it's attached, but we can add additional volume, add new volume, we can add the additional volume, right? And so what is the instance store? Instance store is AWS EC2 refers to temporarily block storage that is physically attached to the host machine. Important thing is it's physically attached. It's connected to the host machine. It's physically attached. It is also SSD based or HDD based, and it's a temporary one. So if instance is terminated, you won't be able to access this one. So how EBS is different from instance store? Persistence, it's a data persist after the instance stop, EBS. Data is lost when the instance stop for instance store. Durability backed by replicated storage. It's get backed up. No replication is for there for instance storage. So there is no replication. Amazon EBS database use cases are database logs, critical apps, instance stores, temporary data, caches, buffers, etc. It can be EBS can be attached or detached from instance. And instance store is tied to the specific host because it's physically connected. Backup supports snapshot and instance store doesn't support snapshot. So as I said, instance store is physically connected. It's directly attached to EC2. So it offers very low latency and high IOPS because it's directly connected. Data is lost when instance stops and tied to the specific instance. Elastic block storage, it's a network attached. Persistent independently, just from one instance and it can be attached to another. Supports snapshot and replication and that make them durable. So what are the use cases? When will you use instance store? Instance store you will be using, for example, you are running a big data processing application like a Hadoop and Spark on EC2. So you need high-speed temporary storage for immediate files or shuffle data. You don't care if the data is lost and instance is terminated. So, for example, you're processing 100 GB of log files with Apache Spark. Spark gets temporary files during execution. So you use instance store for this temporary file to get faster performance and save on cost. So you want a faster performance because it's directly attached to the host. And EBS, all the normal use cases like database, web server, etc. All the normal use cases will be using. MySQL database will be using EBS. So it's a persistent storage. It's a normal use case, it's all the default cases. So EC2 instance, it's a temporary storage, cache, temp files, buffers, high IO workloads that don't need data persistence. EBS for database, web servers, applications that need reliable and long-term storage. Any data must survive instance restarts or failure. Okay. So that's the difference, and use case also discussed. So now let's go to today's quiz. Which of the following is the key difference between Amazon EBS and Instant Store in terms of data persistence? So EBS loses data, Instant Stops, EBS support snapshots, and Instant Store does not. So B is the correct answer. Instant Store persists data, no persistence of data for Instant Store. It's a temporary. Which of the following is the best suited for temporary data caches and buffer? We know that it's instant store. Okay, not EBS, S3 or Glacier. It's instant store. Best suited for temporary data cache and buffer. Okay. So hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, channel, DevOps Challenge Hub, and also follow the page, LinkedIn page, DevOps Challenge Hub. And I conduct quiz and also conduct contest. You can participate in the contest and follow the WhatsApp channel and stay updated about all the contests that are happening. And thank you for watching this video. See you again in the next video.